Last year.
Yes. I'm just destroyed. Please, 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 please.
Play 70 yards, standing 3 catches on the drive.
buzzing kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Auburn's offense will go to work first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, and keeps it on pace for success.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground, it's Henderson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing. So much versatility. Good luck.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Fighting off the defender. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 20.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
To the air, it's Lindsey. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They bring the punter onto the field now. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes the catch at the 30. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Meyer. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Pulls and fires complete. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Leaves it with the running back. Finding open areas. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. To the ground. He's got it again. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He might want another play. Off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's complete to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive in the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
The give to the left side. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run the option. The pitch. Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll do it for the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They'll give it to the back. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Breaks the tackle. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Motion from the wideout. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Complete to start this drive. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Just needs a crack to get a return. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the tailback. Picks up the first down, still moving. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Gets open down the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Nice move there. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Snagged out of the air. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. New set of downs after the completion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. thing is, this was a road victory. And a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. The points have been tough to come by, and they'll try to stretch this to a two-possession game on this drive. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Red pass, it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's first down from their own 23-yard line.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Now they'll run it to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. To the air, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So here comes the Auburn offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And you didn't have a lot lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Davidson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
They'll leave it with him. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Looking to throw for it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense comes up with the sacks, and this defense has been dialed in all day. Really, really good job. This offense is going to have to find something different, do something to try to stretch this D and make them feel uncomfortable.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. He's bringing the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And the returner will be brought down. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Now the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spot.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Snap it to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Takes a handoff. It's Pineda. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Shakes off the defender. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He's loose. What a play there. He's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Here comes the 2-point try. To the air, it's Lindsey. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming in.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab on the left side. Here he goes. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking to throw on 3rd and long. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And when you get this far behind the chains and it's a guaranteed passing situation, defensive linemen go to work. That's what we do. We want to get sacks. We want to rush the quarterback, especially in known situations like this. That's why the quarterback tasted that dirt.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll field it close to the 50. And the returner is stopped. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Pineda. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna run it. It's Pineda. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. The give to the fullback. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Trying to slam it in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout by the offense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Scanning the field, it's Lindsey. Got his man on the right. They will stop him short, and the defense defense trying to keep him alive.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pulls it in down the sideline. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left.
Timeout by the defense.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some 1st downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he gets it in for the touchdown. Time has expired. They're down by 1. They can send it to overtime with the kick or win it with the 2.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
He is in. The 2-point conversion is good, and they win the game. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.